Oh hey y'all, how's it going? Fatty here, and thanks for joining me on the channel that has intros that are consistent as Ark. And today I am bringing the top 5 underwater base locations on the island. It's been a while since I revisited some of these, and Ark changes a lot, things get patched out, so I thought it would be a good time to go revisit all the maps starting with the island, going all the way to Gen 2. And let's not waste any more of your time, and jump straight into it. Coming in at number 5, this one's going to be located at 90.5, 71.3. Now this one is going to be like the studio apartment of all of these underwater base locations. It is going to be a really good spot, but it's definitely going to be one of the smallest ones. I do like it, however, because the breach spot to come up is very steep. So you have to come up a lot from the bottom to actually get where you get out of the water, which makes it really difficult for anybody that's trying to raid it, because to have to soak that is really difficult. And inside you got all these really nice resources to kind of get you started off, but it is really nice. I love the aesthetic of these caves. A lot of them look similar. There's a really good spot on this one to hide your generator, especially if you're in the tech range. And yeah, if you get to the tech where you get tech generator, tech turrets, and a transmitter, you are going to be so golden down here to go to other maps to get resources and then just teleport back here. This is why this one gets the number 5 spot on my list. Coming in at number 4, this one's going to be located at 89.5, 36.2. Now, I really do like this one. It is a little bit more dangerous, as you can see, with all this craziness that happens outside. And this one does have 2 entrances. It has this little bigger one on the right side, which you can actually fit a stego and stuff into. And then it has a little smaller one on the other side. The one big issue I have with this one is this is the hardest one to build right. Just because you can almost walk up on any part of that ledge, it is easier to walk a stego to come up here and then try to rocket rush a wall or something kind of like that. So it is a little bit more tricky in that sense. You really have to pay attention to how you're building and how you would try to raid it and then kind of build countering to that. This one is a lot bigger though. It probably has double, if not a little bit more of the space available to build in and breed in than the other one. So it does have some of those advantages. You just got to figure out which one of these underwater caves are going to be best suited for your playstyle, your tribe size, etc. Stuff like that. And let's just go on to the very next one. Next one. Coming in at number 3, this one's going to be located at 82.9, 10.4. And again, it's another underwater cave. A lot of these are very similar to each other. Again, this one is going to be one of those ones that have just kind of 2 entrances. Again, one's going to be a little bit bigger than the other one. And very similar actually to the number 4 one on this list. It is a very similar cave design. They almost look pretty identical. Definitely different coordinates. You can look on the map where they both were and stuff. This one again is just going to be a little bit trickier to build than any of the other ones. So 4 and 3 are going to be the hard ones on this list to actually build appropriately. But if you know what you're doing, it's going to be actually a really nice cave. There are other places to definitely build, so you could always build your starter base in here or something like that to prefabricate like more of an alpha spot if you're a bigger tribe. Or if you're playing on duos or trios, this one's going to be perfect for you. Coming in at number 2, this one's going to be located at 16.0, 10.0. Really nice coordinates, super easy to find. There are several different things I really like about this base location. One, the wall is going to be the easiest one to build so far on this one. It's just very straightforward. Got a long line of sight back, then you also have this kind of upper area, so it makes it just really easy to kind of build it defensible. This one is going to be a little bit on the smaller side compared to some of the other ones on this list, especially compared to number 1 on this list. But I think this one is really nice. If you're a really good builder or you kind of know what you're doing, you're going to be able to utilize this space very, very well for everything except for doing mass breeding on things like gigas and whatnot. But the really nice thing is, even though there are cryopods and they have like the timer for breeding nowadays, which is the worst thing that they ever added. But if you're willing to wait a little bit on that timer, or if you get like the TP and stuff that's down there, you do have this big island that's right above you that you can really utilize for breeding and different stuff like that, and it's so close to you. Also, another huge thing is if you're on the island and you're kind of one of those players that just stay on the island, you're going to be right next to all the oil, a lot of the all the polymer, a lot of silica pearls. Some of those harder things that are actually more difficult to get on the island, right? They're going to be right in your backyard. Coming in at number 1, this one's going to be located at 50.9, 10.2. Now this one is going to be the biggest by far. Now I'm just going to break down the parts as it kind of happens on screen. So this is the entrance of it. This is where I would actually put probably my first like major wall, because there is a load zone which always trips up players when they're coming in. So if you put it right here, about where I'm swimming now, it's going to be really difficult for people to kind of breach and enter in through that. Makes it a little bit more tricky, makes them have to kind of think about it. Now, this cave is ginormous, so I'm not going to do talk through the whole thing. Eventually I'll just kind of let some of it play out to the end of the video, and then I'll talk about what my channel's going to be doing and stuff like that after that. But for this, it's huge. These tunnels are really long, so you can almost put like 2 different separate walls in here and really expand out if you're on a server that kind of allows for that. And then when you do get in here, there is a pretty decent amount of building area. Now, it's not the biggest of just like land, but you can easily put different like cliff platforms, or you can find some of these areas and have just like very specific different areas where you do like your crafting. This might be the breeding area, because it's not all consistent. It's not just like one flat floor like the other ones on this list kind of have been. There are several different areas where you can build. There's several different areas where you can build. I'm sorry, I smacked my mic there. But not all of them are going to be the most straightforward to build in, and they're all not going to be like the biggest. So it might be a little bit of a broken up, divided base where you put stuff. But there is just so much room in this cave. It is just bananas. So that's why this one's going to get the #1 spot on my list, just because there's so much potential to what to do. If you're playing on official and you have a mega tribe, right, you could really house a whole lot of people in this area. And it just really makes it super nice, super defendable, and big for all those things. So it hits all those great check marks. Well, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, I'm going to be doing kind of a recap of every map for like the 2021 year, so what's still patched, what's active, what people use, don't use, stuff like that. So I just thought I would start off with doing underwater caves on the island, because I've never done that. So I'm thinking I'm going to do just like an updated best base locations, and then try to do an underwater base location as well for each of the maps. So I hope you guys are enjoying that. If you guys want more content like that, please let me know down in the comments below. I also do have several polls on my channel. I always am trying to communicate with you guys and see what you guys are wanting or needing from different things of content. So make sure you guys are interacting there. And also, last little plug-in, I have a TikTok, which all of my stuff over there is just kind of not necessarily ARK related, but if you want to get to know me better or some of the stuff with the channel, definitely a great place to kind of go over there and just hang out. And talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.